This is going to be a really condensed video of 3 days of wheeling during the Hared Boren Memorial Run in November of 2022 at Sand Hollow Mountain and Sand Mountain. We started out on the East Rim Trail, which goes around the perimeter of the park, and it ends up kind of here by this famous landmark, the Flintstone House, with my mom peeking out there. And then we climbed up to where the bathrooms are overlooking the sand dunes, and it started to snow on us. I've never seen the sand dunes with snow on them before in Hurricane. It doesn't snow that often there. Right next to where the bathrooms are is this big competition hill where they run competitions, hill climbing competitions, motorcycles and rigs. It's really, really steep. You can't really tell from these pictures in this video how scary steep it is. This is my cousin Don driving his Yamaha side-by-side down Competition Hill. This rig is it's a short wheelbase, but it's about the same size as my Willys, my 48 Willys CJ2A. In fact, it has a few inches longer wheelbase. So that'll give you some idea of how big it is. The sand is a little bit damp, so it should be a little grippier and a little easier to stay on top of it. And still, he's ripping up the hill. And this is a pretty capable rig, and this is as high as he can make it. You can see a few tire tracks up higher. Another landmark right here by Competition Hill is a pretty famous one in Sand Hollow and Sand Mountain. It's called the Top of the World, with this signboard that has a bunch of different locations on it. It's the highest place in the park. Lots of people get the pictures taken here. After we went to the Top of the World, we went down to Milt's Mile, and this is the first obstacle in Milt's Mile. I make it fairly easily up this first little shelf. And this second part that I've climbed before gives me trouble this time. And you can hear me talking in the background. I didn't think I would ever make it. Backed up, broke my tail light. My camera person didn't think I'd make it either. I talked them out of it, and they turned off their filming. Then with some extra coaching, I made it up. I know, no video and it didn't happen, but I really did get up it.
There's no chance I'm going up that. But you
There's Don in his Yamaha, kind of showing the way that you need to in a short wheelbase like this.
got to stay higher on the right.
Okay.
Back up more. Get your passenger tire up on that wall.
Oh man, I totally burnt my tires.
Did you? Yeah.
Now what?
Now go. Now go and turn driver when you get up. There you go.
So you gotta carry momentum there.
This obstacle here, this wedge, I've driven it several times. I got stuck in it and wedged in there this time. These guys had to put a strap on me and pull me back before I could drive up it again with good coaching. Once again, no video. But I did get out and get pictures of Dawn. Right here's where I slipped off the wall and got my driver's side down in the hole. Couldn't get out.
Didn't even break any plastic.
That's thanks to that guy.
I know.
What do we do here?
Come up and turn left.
I think you go, yeah, straight and then left.
Now turn.
The next big obstacle we're going to come to is called the Three Monkeys. Three monkeys because there's three different lines, left, middle, and right. The middle one being the biggest, the steepest, the most difficult. This is Kevin Boren and their YJ, and he's going to go on the middle monkey. It is really big and really steep.
I've never made it up that. But the way he did it, almost was doable. Wow.
I'm going to drive up the left monkey.
Today, Stan and his 83-year-old mom. Just walked right up that. Oh, that got a little tippy.
And here's Dawn on the left monkey.
Look at that.
I didn't get that one.
Once you get up the monkeys, you have to come down this steep slope. I ran around and got a picture of Dawn coming down.
Give it
My
the
camera
onion.
work here is pretty bad.
Give it the onion.
The
Okay,
next
Aunt Karen,
obstacle
you
we're
gotta
going to
wave
come
at
to is
us
called
so we
Hard
know that
Right
you're
Turn.
alive. There we go. This is called Hard Right Turn. Can you go up that? Yep. As long as you can keep 3 wheels down, you're all right. That's one way to find the rocks.
If you listen closely, when this Cherokee gets up the top, you can hear a clunk. And he broke his ring gear on his front axle right here. With broken ring gear, we called it a day. The next day we went to the maze. This is the gatekeeper obstacle called the drop. It scares the heck out of me every time on my short wheelbase. That's what a bigger buggy style rig looks like coming down the drop. This is 15-year-old Hared Boren climbing up a real, I think this one's called Flipper, and she flips it. Not clear over though. That's the highest I've ever seen one lift both tires and not break something. Came down pretty soft. This is Hared Boren in the Boren's buggy, competition buggy, going up You Gotta Be Nuts obstacle. The camera does not do it justice how steep and scary it is. See that guy standing right there? I got his video. Here it is from the top. And Kevin turns it around and drives down it. Scarier than anything to me.
It's even more totally nuts.
And the video from the top going down. About this time we discovered that I had a broken front locker in my Jeep, and I was on 3-wheel drive, and there's this one spot that I couldn't make it up. I had to take a strap this one spot. The rest of the trail I drove in 3-wheel drive. The next day we went over on the West Rim Trail and tried a few optional obstacles. This obstacle is called Menlo's Choice. I've driven Menlo's Choice quite a few times, but with three-wheel drive, I wasn't sure how I'd do. So I sat here at the bottom and watched these guys climb up it while I thought about it.
She comes. Just a little. It's the muffler. It was her muffler. Yeah, it's in the back.
Right next to this main Menlo's Choice obstacle, maybe it's even could be called the same obstacle, to the right of it is this steeper wall and bigger steps that these guys in buggies were driving. I watched them go by while I was still thinking about climbing the other one. That Grand Cherokee that broke his ring gear on the hard right turn first day, last year we were here on this obstacle and I watched him climb right here in this same spot. This buggy's going up. He climbed that in that Grand Cherokee. While we're watching him, I'll tell you about my mom who's riding with me. My mom's 83 years old. She's having the time of her life all 3 days. She didn't ride with me all 3 days. She rode in that Yamaha one day. But I kept asking her, "Have you had enough? You want to quit? We can head out anytime." And she said, "No, I'm having the time of my life." She didn't want to get out at all. So time to fish or cut bait here. Didn't make it the first try. Back up and get a few more revs, wake up a few more ponies. Made it. This obstacle is called the Wall of Doom, and it is really tall and really steep. I would never take my Jeep on it. This is a big buggy here. It goes almost vertical. To the left of the Wall of Doom is a bypass, which is no cakewalk. This is Caitlin driving their Boren's YJ going up the Wall of Doom bypass. It's extra loud because the muffler fell off. Our turn. This was a fun day with a mixed group of rigs of different capability. Watching the amazing things these buggies can do is almost as fun as driving some of the obstacles myself. This is Kevin in the Boren's buggy.
You're right on your arm.
Came up
there.
this spot.
Right on my your trailing arm right there on that point. If you were a little bit, I don't know, this way maybe,
Right at the top, there's
or
a
that way.
brand new Jeep Gladiator pickup sitting there, kind of right where he needs to come up. And they were going to move it, and he just told them they didn't need to move it. If you watch right here at the end, he puts a cutting brake on the right rear wheel and just kind of spins around on that right rear wheel and misses the truck. Anyway, this is a really fun day and weekend. Thanks for watching.
You got another foot.
I won't hit it.
There's the brake and the spin. That's it.